ladies and gentlemen, Richard Kenobi here, and I am back again to, of course, review newest episode of MLP Season 5, and today we have Episode 8, The Treasure of Griffonstone. Now, apologies in advance if I am a day late with this. I was spending time with my wonderful and loving girlfriend, Mrs. Kenobi, yesterday, and celebrating my father and little sister's birthday. I was going to upload this yesterday, but a huge storm, made that impossible. But since the weather is beautiful outside, I decided, why not? So, of course, this is the newest episode of MLP Season 5, and wow, holy crap, Season 5 is just trying to just be my favorite season of all. And it's succeeding, because there have been a lot of good episodes, and this personally may be my favorite season if they keep going like this. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the episode. So, of course, the episode starts off where we see Pinky and Gummy baking cakes, doing what they usually do, and it is so nice to see Gummy. I mean, I miss Gummy. But anyway, but then all of a sudden, you know, we see that Pinkie Pie's cutie mark is glowing, so this means that they are needed. So, of course, she leaves Gummy to do most of the stuff, and of course, he just falls down. But it's so nice. And of course, we go to the castle, and we see that it's actually Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash that have been summoned to this town called Griffonstone. And of course, if you can guess it, this is a Griffin-themed episode. And so we see that we're told the history about Griffonstone by Twilight, of course, and we see that, of course, she tells us that how Griffins used to be, and possibly still are, greedier than dragons. They always were mean, they always liked just doing whatever they wanted. But then their king Grildo, discovered the treasure of Boreas, and this treasure was actually able to unite the Griffins and restore their pride. Sorry in advance if I keep stuttering. It's been a crazy day. So anyway, so of course Rainbow Dash and Pinky must go on this journey, even though Twilight wants to go because she really wants to go, but she says, no, you guys need to go. So, of course, we get this crazy adventure with Rainbow Dash and Pinky, and I don't know why. I really don't know why, but Rainbow Dash and Pinky are literally the best chemistry in this episode. They have the best chemistry, they have the best interactions, they're just overall good together. They should have more episodes a lot more often, I'll give it that. But anyway, so of course we see there are a lot of good jokes. Now, of course, let's talk about the jokes before we move on. There are so many jokes. Pinkie Pie breaks the fourth wall at least 5 times, maybe even more than that. Of course, we get Rainbow Dash with a new meme face where she's imitating Twilight. It was really funny. Her mane actually is the same style as Twilight's, but still the same color. And of course, you know, just so many good jokes that just hit it, man. And of course, we get this funny scene where Pinkie Pie goes to the library and actually talks to King Grildo's statue. And she moves the mouth, and she makes him say, "Thanks, Pinky, you have nice hair." And she says, "Oh, King Grildo, you old charmer." It was really funny. I mean, my goodness. I mean, this was pretty funny. So, yeah, got all the jokes out of the way, now let's move on. So, of course, we see that Rainbow Dash and Pinky finally get to their destination. They get on some winter gear because the wind pressures are crazy near Griffonstone, and it's on a mountain, for God's sake, so that's crazy. So, of course, we finally see them arrive in the town, and it's a wreck. I mean, it's literally the most horrible-looking town ever. All the buildings are falling apart. The citizens, or Griffins, I should say, are constantly butting heads with each other. They don't get along, but that's how they like it. And of course, we get someone comes back. Now, this is a spoiler. If you have not seen the episode, but you probably have, click out right now. So, of course, who returns? It's Gilda! Gilda returns! And oh my god, it is so good to see her. Now, even though, yes, she was a bit of a jerk in the first season, because actually, it's been 5 years since we've seen her, and it's hard to believe that was 4 seasons ago. But yes, Gilda is back. She's still as jerky as ever. And of course, there's this funny other bit that I forgot to mention that has when Rainbow Dash says Gilda Dash Pinky. Oh my goodness, that was a good one. So of course, you know, Rainbow Dash and Pinky explain why they're here, and Gilda says, you don't actually believe in that junk, do you? But her grandfather actually comes down and tells them the real story of what happened, but he needs bits. Now get used to that, because the Griffins need bits, because they're a poor town. So get used to Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash giving them bits throughout this episode. So, yeah, anyway. So we see that he tells them the real story about how King Grildo did, in fact, unite them with this treasure, but he eventually lost it, because this giant goat Cyclops-looking thing, which I'm going to call Goat, comes in and just wrecks the whole palace and puts up a damn good fight with the other Griffins and steals it. But, unfortunately, when they try and catch him, the Goat falls down into the abysmal abyss, and the treasure is gone forever. So, you know, that was a pretty good story and explanation, and it was really sad and tragic. I mean, even Pinkie Pie cries. So, of course, you know, throughout this episode, there are 2 ways Rainbow Dash and Pinky decide to help the town. Rainbow Dash decides she's going to get the treasure back, and Pinky decides she's going to go to the library and see if she can figure out something else, which we already know what happened to that. But anyway, so we see Rainbow Dash go into this store to get some supplies, and of course, the counter needs bits. So Rainbow Dash gives her the bits, and she gets the equipment, and she goes down. But on the way down, the rope snaps because it's so old, and she actually breaks her hoof. Now, this is pretty much the 3rd time Rainbow Dash gets injured, but don't worry, she survived much worse. So anyway, she's stuck down there and alone, but then on Pinky's side, Pinky is interacting with Gilda, and she gets to try these things called Griffonstones, but they taste horrible. So Pinkie Pie helps Gilda make them better. With this baking sugar she keeps in her mane for some reason. I don't know why. So, of course... Oh, and before she does that, she, of course, gives Gilda bits, even though before this she spent a crap ton of bits on a cart back on the train, excuse me, that she used to get food, and so we thought she was out. But nope, she had 1 more bit in her mane. How crazy. So anyway, she of course helps them, the scones actually look and taste a lot better. But then when she goes to find Rainbow Dash, and she sees that Rainbow Dash needs help. And of course, she accidentally tosses down the whole rope, instead of just throwing it halfway. So she goes to Gilda to see if she'll help her. And of course, Gilda refuses, but Pinky says there must be a time where you can remember where you 2 were friends, and she does. And we actually get this adorable little flashback that, I'm not kidding you, made me cry. It hit me right here, where we see little adorable Gilda and Rainbow Dash interact, and of course they're at Flight Academy, Junior Flight Academy, and it's so adorable. I'm not even going to spoil, I'm not even going to talk about it. You need to watch it for yourself. So anyway, so she agrees to help her, and of course she goes down and tries to help her, but then Rainbow Dash falls, and Pinkie Pie does some daring Mission Impossible shit, where she releases the rope off the rock, ties it onto her, and then jumps down to dive onto Rainbow Dash. So she does grab her, but they're all caught on a ledge, and Gilda goes down with them. But then Gilda sees the skeleton of the Goat, and then when she turns around, she sees the treasure of Aboris, and she initially tries to get it, and this is a Last Crusade reference from Indiana Jones, so there you go. But instead, she chooses to save her friends. So of course, we see them go back to the town, everything's fine. Gilda redeems herself, so good there. And of course, they go back into town, into Griffonstone, of course, and they just, have a really nice conversation, and of course, Gilda makes a friend. Rainbow Dash and Pinky help her make a friend with the Griffonstones, and, it's really sweet and nice. And of course, she doesn't want them to go because she doesn't want to spread friendship in Griffonstone by herself. But of course, Rainbow Dash and Pinky will be back. So it really ends up where, and of course the last funny part where when they're leaving, the statue of Griffar winks at Pinky and she says, "Oh, goodbye you old charmer." And of course it ends with gumming. So it was really nice overall. Oh my god, this was a really, really good episode. This, Tanks for the Memories, Make New Friends but Keep Discord, these 3 episodes have been really nailing it. So, of course, this was a really good episode. The chemistry with Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, and of course Gilda, it was really good. I liked how it introduced us to this new world. That's what I like. It's introducing us to new worlds. It's introducing us their history, what it was about, what it used to be. I like that. This is really a good concept. And of course, just seeing Gilda again really brought a smile on my face, and I liked how she redeemed herself. And of course, just everything about this episode was really good. The jokes, oh my god, I've never laughed so hard at the jokes. Except in the last episode, Make Friends but Keep Discord. But this one was even better. So yeah, guys, overall, damn good episode. So overall, I will give this episode a much deserved, easily 10 out of 10. Really, really good. It was really good. I loved it. This is overall my 3rd favorite episode. So far, this has been a damn good season, and yeah. So guys, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, I'll see you next Saturday for my review of episode 9. So until then, take care guys. This is Richard Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you. Later guys.